Hi, just a little short video from me today. I've just been in the new building blocks, which is behind me, and you're looking at the Black Diamond now. Sat down on the harbour, ate my lunch in the sunshine, watched people swimming. No one's swimming right now, but they're drying off, and I'm waiting for that little yellow boat over there to come down to my boat stop here, and I'm going to hop on it and head up the harbour. I'll show some more pictures and more video as I'm going there, but I thought I'd have a swivel around. This is the Black Diamond, which is part of the Royal Library here. You can see the older building in the back, and if I swivel around, swivel, this is the new blocks building. It homes the houses, the Danish Architecture Centre. There's some apartments on the top, a gym, some offices, a really interesting restaurant. My son and I ate there last night, and then we swivel back round again, and there's my boat just leaving the stop over there. So be back with you in a moment. Bye. Okay, now the boat's coming into dock. Some people are going to get off. I'll stand back and let it come in, and you can see what it's all about. There we go, it's going to be a big clonk as it comes into dock. I'm stepping backwards, hoping I'm not going to fall over. Here we go. And here it comes. Just an interesting point of note about the harbour buses here. They're part of the general public transport. It's all integrated here, so the metro buses, trains and the harbour bus are all included when you have the correct zone ticket. So when this pulls in, I will hop on, show him my pass, and go up on the back deck and film a little bit more for you. Here we go, and now he's docking. Badonk. Back soon. Apologies for all the noise. There seems to be a school party on the water bus, which makes me think they're going to go all the way that I'm going, because there's a couple of schools up there. But here we go, now we're setting off. Now the harbour boat runs all the way from Copenhagen, which is South Harbour, all the way up to more by Danish pronunciation, Copenhagen, which is an island further up the harbour up there. There's street food there and various different places, and it's very popular, particularly to watch the sunset. So off we go, heading off down the harbour. Now I'm sure that you have horrible sound in the background of this, so I'm really sorry about that. But let's just take in the view. Deep breaths, a little bit of mindfulness, and look at how blue that water is. Up until a couple of decades ago, you couldn't actually swim in the harbour here. The water was too polluted and too dirty, and as I mentioned before, people were diving off the edge up there. And further up here, which we're going to go past in a moment, is actually a harbour swimming pool where you can dive into the water, and it's kind of enclosed, which is really, really nice. And on a hot day like this, people will often come down here straight from work or even during the lunch hour and have a swim. So we're going to go under the bridge, and we'll see the harbour swimming pool as we go through there. This thing over here, this CPH Living, is a hotel. It's I think they've got, what's it look like, about 10 rooms. We get lots of little boats in the harbour as well. There's some solar panel boats called Go Boat, which also take off from up here. So we're going to, a bit of shade from the hot sun. And out we come. Right, if you look over here as we come out from the bridge, you can see there are some little boats moored up just there by those canopies, and they're called Go Boats. There's some people in a Go Boat, and there you go, they're going to give you a wave. Not always quiet people on the boats. There we go. Yeah, you have some bits there where adults can swim and children can swim with the bottom in the swimming pool. So it is a beautiful day in Copenhagen today. Another interesting aspect of harbour life is this bridge that we're coming up to now. We're going to dock up for another stop, but this is an exclusively pedestrian and cycle bridge which links the two sides of the harbour. So if you're on your bike, you don't have to go all the way down to one of the road bridges and go across, but you can go across this bridge here. And it was developed specifically to give cyclists that opportunity to be able to travel quickly, easily and safely around the city. which is a big thing here because most people will be cycling at some point during the week, and a huge number of people cycle to and from work every single day. There's been a huge amount of development along the harbour over the last 10 years or so, and there's a whole new area being built, as you can see up here and as we get up to Copenhagen as well. But one of the wonderful things about these developments is although a lot of them are pretty pricey, they're not making the harbour closed. They're not making it so that only rich people can walk along the harbour wall, can enjoy the water, can swim from the harbour, and can cycle along here. All of these pathways that run along the harbour are public, and anybody can go over them. So it really does mean that although you might not be able to afford to live in one of these apartments, you can afford to enjoy the harbour the same as anybody else can. And I hope this continues, but it is a big element of life here that it is democratic, it is that people can share, there is that community feeling, and to shut off parts of the harbour would just seem to be unacceptable to many people. But as you can see, we're coming up here. On the other side of the water from where I'm filming, there's more development. We're having a huge housing crisis in the city at the moment. There's just simply not enough affordable homes for people to live in. So older industrial areas such as Copenhagen up here and also Nordhavn at the other end are being developed to make use of the space that there is within the city. And it's just beautiful here. I mean, it's just so peaceful and it's so beautiful. And people that live here are really lucky to be able to live in such a beautiful place with such clean water that you can swim in and you can enjoy. And when we get up to Copenhagen as well, there is another harbour pool there that was developed when the area was developed. One of the things is there's a lot of integrated development, although it seems to take longer than perhaps some people would like to have the amenities there. They are coming hand in hand with new developments. School of Copenhagen is a state-of-the-art school building that was built just 2 or 3 years ago to accommodate the children and the young people that are moving into the newly built area up here. And it's a great building. My son's school was there for a while, and it was a beautiful location right on the harbour. And this is how the city is developing. There's a lot more happening outside the city as well, which perhaps I can talk about in another video. But we have a duck in the harbour. It's just so peaceful. So this is the end of my little video today. I don't think I'm going to film right up until we get to Copenhagen because it's quite a way, and I want you to watch this to the end. But before I go, have a few more minutes just to enjoy the beauty. Now just look at these little houses along here and the jetties that come out. I mean, can you really believe that we're literally, by this boat, we're just 10 minutes out of the busy city centre of Copenhagen, a capital city of Europe. And look at this. This is it, isn't it? I mean, look at that guy over there. He's sitting, sunbathing on his boat, not a care in the world. Absolutely beautiful. This is the edge of a common ground, Amagerfällen, and these houses over here are kind of like allotment houses. They're a bit more than allotment houses. They're little cottages, and originally people would come here away from the city and grow vegetables and enjoy themselves, and they still exist. And I mean, they're just great places to, if you're lucky enough to have one, just to get out of the city, just 10 minutes out of the city, and enjoy this and come down here and fish and sail your boat and swim and relax. It's pretty special, I think.